Good morning. No, you're the shit. There's no hard achievement for this second. Before you say yourself, right? I don't know how you stop the test. Like 3 days. I'm struggling. Why is that morning? Why you say good morning? And you go, this is good morning. Good morning. Where is it? What about my? I left it. I packed it. I said, my friend, I Jehovah. I want that. You want to go to Jehovah. You want to go to Jehovah. What do you see, Allah? Overall, she's around. Okay. Sarah, how far now? Fine. Sarah.
Miss Okoroko, please, can you mute yourself?
Sarah.
It's a pleasure, and I welcome you all to the hello. It is now 12 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now with pleasure that I welcome you all to the 23rd.
Point of operation, Mr. Chairman. Point of operation.
Yes.
The correction is that we should start with national anthem before we start addressing us.
Point taken. Point taken. Can we all let stand up?
Please just if you have see, let us like it. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies.
Okay, I believe it. And we call the lady sitting there with, so lead us in opening prayer.
Of n'aha Jizọs. Onye ime eluigwe, anyị na-ekele gị, anyị na-aja gị mma n'ihi ime ka anyị dị ndụ n'ala ndị dị ndụ n'ụbọchị taata. Uwe si na nkụkụ anyị dị iche iche wee kpọkọta anyị ebe a iji wee bunye aha nsọ gị elu daa ji. Bifo a ga-abịa taata, ya nwe ihe anyị bịara imere Jehova mee ka ọ gaa n'udo na ọṅụ na-enweghị nsogbu. Mgbe anyị ga-anaka ndị na-esi esi ebe fasi wee bịa wee nakwa n'udo na-enweghị nsogbu. Baa n'aha nke Nna na nke Ọkpara na nke Mmụọ Nsọ.
Due to some unforeseen circumstances, we are starting in some few minutes. It is a pleasure as I welcome you all to the 33rd Court Order Annual General Meeting of our company, Aluminum Distribution Industry Period, which I now open. The registrar informed me that shareholders and proxy holders have registered at the time stipulated for the meeting. To commence, I am so sorry. I came in with my wrong glasses, so you bear with me. I've informed the quorum. This meeting is therefore properly convened and duly constituted. I would like to inform all members being used to ensure effective participation by all present. I would therefore request you to speak clearly into the microphone. To speak clearly into the microphone whenever you make a point, propose, or record, or second emotion. But please always commence by stating your name. Finally, I would like to inform you that the registrar of directors, shareholding, and attendance meetings will be available for inspection during the meeting in accordance with Section 301, subsection 8 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. Our chairman, Mr. Pascal Dozier, is unavoidably absent due to consequences beyond his control, and extends his apologies to members. I will now make the introductions, starting with myself. I am Chief Barrister Peter Mbwebu. Sitting on my immediate left is Mr. Branham Ganache, the Managing Director. Next to him is Dr. George New, FPSA. Sitting on my immediate right is Mrs. Demitrakwe, the NIK, representative of GCS, Corporate Secretary. On the far right are the shareholders representatives on the audit committee. They are Mr. Ndubisi Adjoha, the chairman of the committee, and Mr. Michael Amadi. Next to them are the representatives of the auditor, Madu Onyekwe and company, starting with Mr. Chinedu Onyekwe, and next to him is next to him is okay, switching to the far left is registrar. The registrar, representing the registrar, registrars and data solutions limited. Attending here is Mr. Chido Korongo, representing the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and Mr. Representing the Securities and Exchange Commission.
Mr. Chairman, we haven't seen the people you are calling about. The people representing the Exchange of Securities and Exchange Commission should stand up for recognition. When you mention the ladies and the starting block,
They are online. They are online.
We also recognize.
They are online.
Then you let us know that they are online.
I said so that yeah,
Okay.
this meeting is going live.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Chairman.
I now request the representative of the company secretaries, Mrs. Temitokwe Adeneke, to read the notice convening this meeting.
Thank you very much. Notice of court ordered 33rd annual general meeting of Aluminium Extrusion Industries Limited in the Federal High Court holding at Owerri, Imo State, Nigeria, in the matter of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, and in the matter of an application under Section 247 thereof in Re Aluminium Extrusion Industries PLC and holders of its fully paid ordinary shares. Notice is hereby given that by an order of the Federal High Court report dated November 18, 2021, the order made in the above matter, the court has directed that the 33rd annual general meeting, the court ordered meeting of the ordinary shareholders of Aluminium Extrusion Industries PLC, the company, be convened for the financial year ended 2019. The meeting will be held on Thursday, April 21, 2022 at Nike Lake Resort, Enugu State, Nigeria at 12 noon or soon thereafter, at which place and time the holders are requested to attend. Ordinary business. To lay before the members the report of the directors and the audited financial statements, together with the auditors and audit committee reports for the year ended 31st December 2019. To re-elect the following director who retired, to re-elect Dr. John Unwewu, who retires by rotation and being eligible offers himself for re-election. To authorize the directors to fix the remuneration of the auditors. To elect members of the statutory audit committee in accordance with the provisions of section 404 subsection 6 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020. To disclose the remuneration of the managers of the business. Special business, ordinary resolution, to approve the director's remuneration for the financial year ended 31st December 2019 as contained in the annual reports and accounts dated this 22nd day of March 2022, signed DCSL Corporate Services Limited Company Secretary. Notes. Compliance with COVID-19 related directives and guidelines pursuant to the order and in line with the guidelines of the Corporate Affairs Commission on the conduct of annual general meeting of public companies by proxies and the need to comply with the directives and regulations of the Federal Government of Nigeria, Enugu State Government, the Nigeria Center for Diseases Control and Safety and Health Measures, as well as advisory precautions by the World Health Organization against the COVID-19 pandemic, the gathering of more than 50 people has been prohibited. Therefore, the number of people to attend the annual general meeting shall not exceed the maximum number of persons approved to be in a social public gathering by the Enugu State Government as of the date of the meeting. Proxy. Any member of the company entitled to attend and vote at this meeting is also entitled to appoint a proxy to attend and vote in his or her stead. A proxy need not be a member of the company. For the appointment of the proxy to be valid, a proxy form must be completed and deposited either at the office of the registrars, GTL Registrars and Data Solutions Limited, 274 Mortala Mohammed Wiyaba, Lagos, not later than 48 hours before the time fixed for the meeting. A blank proxy form is attached to the annual report, and may also be downloaded from the company's website at alexnigeria.com. Closure of register and transfer of votes. The register of members shall be closed from 15th June 2020 to 19th June 2020, both days inclusive, to update the register of members. Nomination of statutory audit committee members. In accordance with section 404, subsection 6 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020, any member may nominate a shareholder as a member of the statutory audit committee by giving notice in writing of such nomination to the company secretary at least 21 days before the annual general meeting. Re-election or appointment of directors. In accordance with the provision of PAMA 2020, Dr. John Uwewu retires by rotation at the 33rd AGM. The retiring director, being eligible, offers himself for re-election. Annual report. The electronic version of the annual report may be downloaded at the company's website, www.alexnigeria.com/shareholders who have provided their email addresses to the registrar will receive the electronic version of the annual report via email. Rights of security holders to ask questions. In compliance with Rule 19, subsection 12, paragraph C of the Nigerian Exchange Limited, a member and other security holder of the company have the right to ask questions, not only at the annual general meeting, but also in writing before the meeting, and such questions must be submitted at least 1 week before the meeting.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
The first item, my statement on the company's activities for the year is on page 7 of the annual report, which, with your permission, will be taken as read.
Your statement. I want to make this observation. Let me start by telling you my name is Chief Robert, the shareholder of this company. From my own observations in this, statement, I want to say this. We are starting with court-ordered meeting, and I have not seen anything like court-ordered. Court-ordered meeting is or takes place when there's a reason for that. But from your statement and everything going on in the whole of this 2019 annual report shows that you're only just complaining or telling us of the business done in 2019. If you have anything that connects the issue of having a court-ordered meeting, you should tell us. What I saw here did not relate to anything court-order. Tell us what has happened to amount having this court-ordered meeting. Then we will now from there go on to the issues relating to this 2019 report. Thank you.
I think I'll ask, I'll request Mrs. Dimitrovich to please kindly reply to your observation.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr.
I'm not Mr.
I'm sorry.
I'm not Chief
I Chief Robert Wigwe. Okay, apologies for the wrong title. I apologize for that, sir. So the reason why there is a court-ordered meeting is because, according to the provisions of PAMA, every company is meant to hold not more than 15 months should have passed between the last AGM and the next one. And where the company knows that it is impracticable to hold an AGM, they are required to write an application to the Corporate Affairs Commission to ask for an extension of time for 3 months, after which they must hold that AGM. That means that once the approval of CAC is gotten, CAC will only issue 3 months extension within which the company must hold its AGM. Now, we applied for the extension of 3 months, and the company still couldn't hold the AGM for 2019 before that 3 months expired. And so, according to provisions of CAMA, once that extension has lapsed, then if the company still wants to proceed to hold the meeting, they can only convene that meeting by court order. And that's the reason why we had to obtain the court order from the Federal High Court, sitting out of hearing for the company to convene this meeting. I hope that clarifies.
Is this not the Securities and Exchange Commission?
Yes.
Are they aware of
Yes.
this thing here?
And that's why their representatives are at this meeting via Zoom. All the documentation, we have documentation of all the letters and all the correspondence that we exchanged between Corporate Affairs Commission, the Securities and Exchange Commission, and the Nigerian Exchange. All right.
Please, and to add to it, why can't it be done separate, the court order meeting and the...
That's why. So the court order meeting is going to hold first. We are going to conclude the proceedings of that meeting. The meeting will end, and then we'll now start the 34th AGM. We cannot hold them together because the CAC, when we notified the CAC that we have obtained the court order, the CAC did not allow that we should hold the meetings together. They have to hold after the
Thank you very much, Mrs. Temichowe. Item number 1 on the agenda. The first item on the agenda is to receive the report of the directors, the audited financial statements for the year ended December 31st, 2019, and the reports of the account, and the report of the auditors and the audit committee thereof. The accounts of the company and the reports have been duly circulated by the registrars to the shareholders of the company. They are hereby laid before you as required by law. I now ask the representative of the auditors to read the auditor's report on the account, which are earlier been circulated to all members in compliance with statutory requirements.
Good morning, distinguished members of the board. Good morning, shareholders. Good morning. My name is Chile, a partner in external auditors to the company. I now have the privilege to read the audit opinion. On page 19, as a matter of fact, 19 to 24, we have the audit report on pages 19 to 24. Independent auditor's report to the shareholders of Aluminium Extrusion Industries PLC. The report of the audit of the financial statements. Opinion. We have audited the accompanying financial statements of Aluminium Extrusion Industries PLC. This is a very long I would like to say specific areas, including important areas in that one for us. So fast, so we are looking at this. The audit opinion is the first paragraph there. We have audited the accompanying financial statements of Aluminium Extrusion Industries PLC as at 31st December 2019, which comprise the statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income, statement of financial position, statement of changes in equity, and statement of cash flows for the year, and summary of significant accounting policies and explanatory information set out on pages 22 to 70. In our opinion, the financial statements give a true and fair view of the financial position of Aluminium Extrusion Industry PLC and its financial performance and cash flows for the year ended 4th December 2019, in accordance with the Companies and Allied Matters Act, CFPC 20, LFN 2004, the Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria Act 2011, and the International Financial Reporting Standards. Page 21, the last paragraph there. Report on other legal and regulatory requirements. In accordance with the 6th schedule of the Companies and Allied Matters Act, CFPC 20, LFN 2004, we expressly stated that 1, we have obtained all the information and explanation which, to the best of our knowledge and belief, were necessary for the purpose of our audit. 2, the company has kept proper books of account so far as appears from our examination of those books. 3, and finally, the company's financial position and its statement of profit or loss and other comprehensive income are in agreement with the books of accounts. Signed, Madonye Kwanako, 20th March 2020. Thank you. Thank you.
I now request the chairman of the audit committee, Mr. Ndubisi Adioha, to read the report of the audit committee.
Thank you. The members of the board of directors of the company, the regulatory authorities, my fellow shareholders. This is the report from the audit committee. We derive our power from section 3596 of the Companies and Allied Matters Act. And during this period, we reviewed the accounts, the financial statement of the company for the period, and we are now to report to the members of what transpired, what happened. And in our opinion, the scope and planning were adequate. The accounting and responsibilities of the company were in accordance with the requirements. The internal audit, the internal control was constantly monitored. And the external auditors didn't report any happening from the management. Management gave them all the required support during that period to carry out their work. And the company met all the requirements of the statutory regulatory in that period. This report was dated on the 7th of February 2020. I am the chairman, Adio Ndubisi, as the chairman of the audit committee. Other members are Mr. Michael Yamadi, Chief Sapisi Mbewolu, Dr. John Will. Thank you very much.
Now have the opportunity to ask questions on the records, on the report, and accounts. In doing so, it would help if you could please refer to the page of the report and account to which your questions relate. Yes, IT.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Since this meeting is calling for 2 AGMs, and if you look at the figures and the contents of the meeting, they're almost the same thing. I am suggesting that instead of us to go into this 2019 report, let us go straight to that of 2020. So you can see that the program of event given to us, if you look at all the time written there, it will help take us up to 3 p.m. and above. So, and already it's after 12. So if you will agree with me, I suggest that since the contents are almost the same thing except the other one, let us go straight to that one so that we can make valuable points and close in time. Thank you.
Any other question? All right, just take it. But briefly, I will only say, I can say that.
Sorry, Mr. Chairman, I have been advised, you know, two heads are better than one. I've been advised that since I made this suggestion, I should move it as a motion and get second so that the people shall accepted. Therefore, I, Chief Ajero, hereby move that the 2019 and 2020 annual report and the report should be taken, it should be considered in one meeting. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I will push Baji a second.
There's only one place.